Hello, how's everyone doing? Oh no, full-size keyboard? I'm actually extremely excited for this board. However, I didn't really have a lot of time to prep for it, just being upfront about this right now. Oh no, are they doing a fire test in our building? Oh shit. Okay guys, during the stream there might be a fire alarm going off, so I just got a notification now, so it's not a real fire, it's just a test. So in case the fire goes off, or fire alarm goes off, I'm gonna mute myself.
Looking forward to the fire alarm.
Thanks dude, I appreciate you, man. I'm not looking forward to that. Dude, I'm so excited for this board. This is the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, the Bina 103. It is a full-size top mount, and it has the most insane front height I've seen in a top mount or a full-size board yet. So, oh baby, I am so excited for this. I hope the switches I chose for this were good today. I ordered some Corbies for this, so did I do something wrong with the, no, I did everything right. The Bina 103. Whew, it's a wind keyless full-size board, 14mm front height. Ooh, baby. Oh, my hair is a disaster. Dude, I've been in cleaning mode. I feel wired right now, and I've only had half a coffee all day. But I feel like completely wired, dude. Corbies, yeah, we're doing the Corby switches. These ones that look like Kirby's, but except they're called Corbies. So, you look wired? I am. I woke up, dude, I still don't understand my sleeping habits. Also, Cancerous, thank you so much for a tier 1. Why is it possible when I sleep for maybe 3 or 4 hours, I feel like great the next day? But then I sleep 7 hours, 8 hours, and I feel like complete and utter shit. I still personally do not understand it. So, did you get the white copper version, Alex? I have not unboxed this thing at all. I have no idea what version we got. All I know is this board sounds awesome. I'm so pumped up for it, bro. I was gonna stream at 7 tonight, but we have the thing with Tim. And then honestly, I had a feeling I should stream midday today because if I stream late at night, I think I'm gonna be just completely burnt out, so. Yeah, power nap mode is great for quick recharge. Yeah,
Hope
I agree.
You are all doing well.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you, man. I hope you're doing better. Thank you so much for a year of being here, man. Okay, also my derivative came in today. I have not got a notification to pick it up yet because with condos, sometimes they have to send you like you're allowed to come pick it up now. So, I'm excited for that. All right, quick little info on this board. We'll jump into the little info and then we can talk because there's gonna be plenty of time to talk while we do all these stabilizers. Oh my God, the fire truck is here. Okay, so it is a 103 wind keyless full-size board.
Legend himself.
Kiwi, thank you so much, bro. It's a 14mm front height, which I'm assuming is with the cherry lip. It's a 10-degree typing angle, which should be interesting. I've tried very steep angles like this before, and oddly enough, they're not too bad. It is a 1.2mm PCB, which might be the only thing I'm kind of like meh about. But you know what? I'm fine because it's such a low front height that I'm willing to make that sacrifice if the PCB was just 0.42mm too thick. I don't know what version weight we got, but it should be copper, I believe, for the inside. And I think the outside's also brass or copper. So one of the two. I just don't know which version we have here today. It's 6.6 pounds or 3.3 kilograms. And then the plates include a half aluminum or full aluminum. I was kind of hoping they would offer a PC or a palm plate for this, but wasn't the cyberboard like 11 degree? Yeah, and I was like comfy with the cyberboard. What's up though, Chudo? What's wrong with 1.2? I feel as if, personally, this is a very personal matter. I kind of feel as if 1.2 at times feels a bit thinner, or sounds a bit thinner rather. It's not always super noticeable, but I personally feel that way. I had junk food for lunch. What'd you have? Honestly, sometimes those days are the best. We like junk food days. Well, I like junk food days. Tea House is, I believe, the one of the vendors, and I believe, are Tea House also the, what the hell is that? Is Tea House also the designer here? I don't know if it's like one specific designer or it's the whole thing, but, and then also Key Spenceri is the one who set up this stream today with me, so shout out to Key Spenceri. We love Kiwi and Feather. They've always done good stuff. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to really, I mean, the price. The price is, I don't know if this is gonna change. There's not gonna be a lot of units for this, and I'm also not sure if this is gonna be in stock. I don't know if Kiwi can tell me if it's in stock. $450 for brass, the standard edition, and then $590 for polished white copper. So I don't know if this is in stock or group buy. That's the only thing I'm not sure. Maybe Mr. Kiwi or Feather, if he's in chat, can let us know. Any recommendations for a budget TKL that's in stock? Budget TKL in stock with Win keyless. Does KBD fans not have anything in stock at the moment? Give me 1 sec to make sure pre-order in stock. Definitely not group buy. Okay. Yeah, I need to know that too, Kiwi. I think that'd be a good thing for today. I just didn't ask Feather. I didn't think to. I thought it'd be on the list. Budget long pole linears is an alternative to Obscuras. Budget long poles. Why do I feel like most long poles are like still around 50 cents each? Dude, my hair's like sticking up in the back. Budget long poles. Probably Bison has them. Or you can check the non-Avalon diamond switches. Or yeah, sometimes the Wuche switches as well. I have not tried really much of the long poles from KTT or Akko. So that's a little bit out of my realm of knowledge for those. All right, let me just quickly get the box for this. Or I guess the traveling case. Which I will add is a beautiful, beautiful color. Still some cardboard on it. In-stock shipment from China? Perfect. So yeah, there won't be many of these units. So if you guys were interested in a full-size custom, which does not come up often, I think the last one I did on this stream that was full-size was what? The Fossil? I don't know what the last full-size I did was. Yeah, it says 30 units on the page there, Kiwi. MZZ1s? I have not heard of those switches. Man, there are so many switches. I did a thing this week where I did order a crap ton of new switches. So you guys will see me use a whole bunch of new ones too. I think it's weird because I used to absolutely love trying new stuff. And then I kind of settled on like a few switches just because I was kind of missing more than I was hitting with. Because dude, the thing with these switches, man, it's like a roulette. It's like gambling. Like half the time you order these things, it does cost a little bit to order them. And then you get them in and you might not even like them. And you put a lot of work into doing them. So like, I think I'm kind of at the point where like, I'd rather not gamble too much into like the Switch market, if you want to call it that. But yeah, it depends. Depends on how I'm feeling for the day, I guess. All right, let's see what's inside the box here. We have our PCB and some foam. God damn, this is a big PCB. Okay. Loving it though, loving it. We have, is this just a screw tray? I'm not sure what that is. It's for you? Oh. Will this come with the box then, Keith? Will this come with it? Like I said, I have not yet unboxed this. Oh, does it fit the marble here from the other one? Let's see. Ah, sorta, not really though. The marble doesn't actually touch the bottom. I believe so. Oh, cool. We have daughter board and some other screws. It even comes with stabilizer screws, interesting. As well as some feet, it looks like, in this bag. So actually put this bag to the side. Oh, that's cute. Has a little logo in the middle. If it comes with all this, that's pretty cool too. I like that. But the screw tray is from the same designer. Cool. Is this part of the plate? I'm not sure what this is. All right, let's open this guy here up. Ooh, this thing's gigantic. I do appreciate the colors of even the cloth. Listen, It's very rare that I will... Ooh, I totally just hit my side camera. It's very rare that I will gush over the color of a cloth and case, but... Oof, that silver is looking nice. Ooh. Oh my god, that front... This is not even with the cherry lip. I thought this had a cherry lip to get that front height. What the... This camera might look a little bit weird. It's because it just reset all the camera stats this morning. I have no idea why, but oh my god. This is pretty. Look at this angle, first of all, of the keyboard. I don't know if you guys can really even take that in. Look at that angle. This is 14 mil? This almost looks like a 15 or 16 mil, but god damn. So it's your basic box on wedge over here. Here's the back of the board. The board's still a little cold. I just picked this up. This is the copper accents on the back. This looks beautiful. Whoa. That is neat looking. The Matrix vibes of the back accent. Yeah. There's the USB hole right there, so it's recessed in a little bit. I'm not too sure what this other little hole is here, but you can kind of see on the inside of the board, I think. Oh no, it's something else underneath. I have no idea what that's for. We have the weight. It just has cursive, just says Bina on it, but some people might not be a fan of that, but I don't think it's that intrusive on this board. And honestly, it's a nice typeface, thank goodness. So that's nice. Everything else is pretty simple here. I love the way this accent looks on the back too with everything. And I do appreciate this little chamfer and also the border inside the weight too. Damn though. It does look like there is some very, very, very minor rippling happening on the weight. Might be able to catch that. So this is not the cleanest weight I've ever seen in the world, but by no means is this the worst. I would say this is like, if you were to grade the level of, I'm assuming this is PVD in that case then. I'd say it's like in the 90 range. I'd give it like an A minus, you know? And then were there feet in here that I want to use? Yes, there's feet. Switchable USB location is super cool. Oh, is that what that is? Like I said, I didn't really have a lot of time to get acquainted with some of the nuances of the board from the designer. This was sort of a last minute project that Frether asked me to pick up. You should avoid fingerprints since it's very hard to get rid of them. Believe it or not, I don't mind that happening, but if the designer is saying it's hard to get rid of fingerprints, I'm not sure if it's because of this copper material that they used. You know, something to consider before you make a purchase. Here is the inside. It says 103 on this other little weight over here. My God, that is really nice. It's weird. The inside looks a little bit more clean than the outside. And also, I'm going to complain again. I'm just going to complain about one thing. I'm going to complain, and I hope the designers don't be hurt by my complaint here. Why? Why did the inside look cooler than the outside yet again? This is like the 15th bajillionth keyboard that puts all the cool illustrations on the inside of the board where I'll never, ever, ever once see them. Ever. And then they just put Bina on the back. I would have loved this cityscape on the back. The cloud, like, I love Justin. Love him. But like the cloud line did that. This does this. There's a whole bunch. I literally like know so many boards that put all the cool shit on the inside of the keyboard and then just leave the back as like something very simple and delicate. It's okay though. I actually don't mind the tea house over here. Believe it or not, I actually don't mind that. For some reason, that's just adding to like this aesthetic to me. Maybe this might be a little bit off to some people, but I actually kind of like it. I would have preferred, actually, I would have preferred Bina over there. Leave the back with the cityscape and then put tea house on the inside weight. That would have been cool, but I don't mind this still. I actually don't mind the little cursive here. And then you got your indicator LEDs over there, which I didn't even prep LEDs today. I hope this has them on it, but we shall see. The steep angle, oh, I just hit my knee. The steep angle does help showcase your nostrils. Don't look at them. Stop looking at my nostrils, guys. Hey, Steelwind, how you doing, man? All right. I think this looks good. The ano on this looks good too. That looks pretty. What are these? Kiwi, what is this? Usually I do kind of cheat and open a lot of the boxes just to kind of like somewhat make myself aware of things. The plate? What? The plate. Is this their idea of the half plate? Oh, it's like a bikini plate? That kind of makes sense. Honestly, not a bad idea though. I'm not gonna be mad at it.
Yo, Alex. Hope you're
hey,
doing
Phillip.
well, my guy.
How you doing, man? Half plate, all of them? All right. Christmas gift. Thank you so much for the tier 1, Philip. I don't really like the packaging of these though. I think it's aluminum, but it's pretty bendy, as you guys can see. Oh my god. Oh, there's like a little thing I can open over here. That would make sense. So, that's the bottom. Is this a fixed plate though? Is this fixed to 6.25U? Oh no. Wait, this won't even work. Will it? Oh no, I guess it will work because it's a fixed spacebar location. Interesting. It's win keyless, so 7U. But this is a 6.25U space for the stab over here.
Sleepy Keeps gifted a tier 1 sub to Astoin. They have given 21 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you. Appreciate you, dude. Yeah, but I can't do that though, guys. I can't do 7U on this unless I shift it over. No, I can't. I'm back from the grave slumber. I actually don't know if I can do this board, actually. Did we just boot up stream for no reason? Is there another plate in there somewhere? Good morning, my Mr. Odos. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you, man. I hope you're having a good morning, too. I want to say that we can do it. Cut it. It's aluminum, guys. I can still build it.
2766 gifted a tier 1 sub to Alexis Thebist. They have given 255 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Mr. Steelwind. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you.
19 years already?
19 years? Dude, when it hits 19 years, we'll do something extra fun. What is my positive message of the day? My positive message of the day is something I've been trying to do the last few days, which is take a breath, slow down a little bit, and realize that things aren't too serious. And the things that are serious, tackle those first. But take a breath before you do anything else. Let me open this up. Kiwi, do you know if this is like the only plate available? Or is this kind of like an oversight? I'm assuming it is, right? Because all of them are win keyless. I don't think there's a win. I'm assuming this is correct. I'm assuming we can use it. I believe it was the only plate available. It would make no sense because I think this board's only win keyless. It should be good to build. Okay, cool. Sorry, that was a little confusing just because usually it's the opposite where it's like 7U has to be for win key. So, do you trust Nland keys? Nland keys has been pretty good with stuff and they won't respond to an email. That's concerning. What switches were they? Ancient? Okay, we're not going to use film. Here's the PCB now. Wow. Okay, I don't think I can do indicators today, unfortunately, guys. Oh, shit. I won't even... Actually, I'll have to desolder it if I want to install indicator LEDs. I just don't have any available at the moment, so... I just switched it 2 months ago, and they still don't have them dispatched. The only... Oh, the flower shadows. The only switches I know that were like a group buy model from them was the diamond switches, right? Or were they the flower switches? But I know other people got them, so I'm not too sure what's going on with that. I can DM them. All right, cool. So let's do our stabs first. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stabs. So here's 1. Feather might be sleeping. That makes sense. PCB is pretty. We got Bina over there. So we got 1. How many did I say? 9? Do we need 9 stabs? 1, 2, 3. I guess 8. 8 stabs, right? Whip out the 10U. I don't really want 10U. I think 10U is a little bit much, you know? It's a little much. So we got 6. Although I am going to need to grab a 6.25U stab. A wire. Or wait, hold on a second. Am I going crazy? Is this 7U? And I'm just like talking... No, it's not 7U, is it? Let me double check. Oh, it is 7U. Wait. What is this other stab stuff for? Is this 10U? Are they offering 10U? Bro, I mean, I didn't know. I just thought there was one of the two. 10U. Oh my God. That's my own mistake. 10U? Come on. Wait, I don't need all of these. 10U, guys? No, I am not doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am not a 10U lad. All right. I'm sorry, everybody, but I mean, I don't even have the right plate for that, but I am not a 10U lad. Oh, I know Kiwi to flip it around. I was just measuring the stabs. I think that threw me off just because I thought there was multiple stab locations. Interesting. From what I remember, don't take it serious. The designer has a good sense of humor and wanted it. Are they going to offer a separate plate for that then, Kiwi? Is that going to be something like completely different from what you would have to order? I mean, guys, I can't even do 10U even if I wanted to right now. I cannot. Wait, why the plate is so weird? So the plate's going to work like this. Essentially. Think of it as a bikini plate. A bikini plate in the middle of winter. Oh my God, Georen. Guys, I haven't really been keeping up with everyone lately just because I've been really, really busy. And I've been getting thrown a lot of life stuff. But I do miss watching streams as often as I used to. And I miss Geo. The only thing I've been really focusing on is our stream and then I guess some work stuff. So I miss you back, homie, for real. We need to talk soon, my friend. Skimpy plate armor. Oh my goodness. Just remove the bottom plate and add 10U. I don't know if it'll mount like that though, guys. I don't know. So this is 7U. This is a fixed bottom row then for the most part. Which makes sense because it is wind keyless. I would have loved to see a not wind keyless version of this, but... how's the Bower been treating you? Got the first edition? I absolutely have been loving it, bro. It has been so nice. Also, thank you guys for the follows too. I have the second Bower that I want to build. I have an idea of what I'm going to put in that. I still don't know what I want in the derivative, but I'm probably going to build the derivative next week. Because I think a small part of me does want to wait for a switch that I ordered to come in. And I think I'm just going to scrap all the other switches I've been thinking about so far. And I might do something super basic. You guys can hate me all you want, but I'm probably just going to go with cherry switches. I just don't know the other switches, how they're going to sound, and I'm too scared. Well, I mean, I shouldn't be scared. I can just redo it, but when do I have time to ever do my own builds? Are you going to review the Neo 70 or 80? I hope I get to see the 7 or the 80, but it doesn't look like I'll be taking a look at the 70. I apologize, guys. Are you going to mil-max your derivative? Probably not. I've actually only ever mil-maxed one personal keyboard. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? How's Tuesday been treating everybody here? I hope everyone's been doing well. I watched a little bit of Star Wars, and I munched on some, also just like Trudeau did, some snacks. I didn't really have a big lunch today. I think I ate something funny last night, and my stomach has just been not feeling the best. So today was just kind of like, I had some fruits, and that's really about it. Just tea today so far. Yeah, I've had a cup and a half of coffee now. Because my first cup of coffee in the morning, I will admit something embarrassing to you guys. I put my coffee down over here, and I was lubing switches, and I went to go grab a bag of switches that had already been lubed. You guys can laugh at me all you want. And the bag, I didn't know, had a hole in it, and a few of the switches fell into the coffee. And I didn't want to chance it, so I was just kind of like, well, I just lubed them. There's probably mixed with 205G0 now, so timmed up the switches. Tim is a verb now for when you screw up with coffee. Yeah, I kind of made a boo-boo. So, just a heads up, there's an issue with stab fitment on the derivative alu half plate. Oh, incorrect stab cutouts. Really? Man, I think it's a curse that I have. Whatever boards I'm super interested in, something happens to the plate. I'm pretty positive it's a curse. New coffee switches. Yo, coffee mod. And what's sucky about it is I didn't even really have time at the time to like redo a cup of coffee. So I had to wait all morning to make a cup. Until I was like good to go with this cup of coffee. Because I was not gonna make one and then just want another one before stream, so. No, it was like a little more than half left and I poured it down the sink. Would you guys drink that? Be honest with me. Would you guys? I would drink it, dude. Really? Some of the JJ Keeb build experience just bad. Well, what happened? Was there something else that happened with it? I wonder how that happened. How did the half plate mess up from the prototype unit to the final units? Is something going to be done to correct that? Because I know that was vendored at a bunch of places too, wasn't it? Or is it just canning keys? Put the rest. Put the rest to make it even then. What happened? Sorry, Kush. 205G0 latte. Thoughts on MX Reds? I have not used Reds in a long time, like those particular switches. But I'm sure if you mod them, they can sound really good. The screws in the final units aren't magnetic and no word from JJW but plate fixes. I really hope that gets resolved. All we've heard so far is just file it. I will take a look at my unit, my personal unit, when I get it. But I really hope that gets resolved. Because so far, I just want to maybe say that they're working on a solution. They should still communicate that 110%. Because I hadn't heard about this till right now. I wonder if it was just a small batch of plates or like, I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see, I guess. As for the screws not being magnetic, I mean, as much as it pains me to hear that, I guess that's not the end of the world. But if it was promised, I can't remember if JJW promised that or not. I would still like to see the plate be resolved, though, for people who are having plate problems. They were shared with P-stab cutouts and different between alu and alu full by at least 0.25 millimeters in most spots. Interesting. It was really bad screws, tons of people stripping issues. It's weird, too, because screws, like good screws, aren't even that much money. And you're not even saving that much when it comes down to like screws. I mean, I've built a whole bunch of moments and I have not had any issues with the screws. So, see, this is kind of where I don't know if it just comes down to a little bit of build experience to not over crank those screws, you know? But I've done about 3 or 4 client moments and I've had 0 build issues with them. The build experience, especially with the daughter board cable. What was the issue with the daughter board cable? I mean, I think there are a lot of boards that can do better with daughter board cables. But it seems to be on a lot of the back burners for a lot of people's fixes for things. Are great aside from the lack of magnetic behavior. My bigger gripe is not being able to build the plate. Yes, that's the part I agree with too, Seth. Hypecube is doing aftermarket plates already, but those are 4 to 6 weeks lead time. Well, I mean, I hope something gets resolved because I'm pretty positive I also have a half plate. So I'm pretty positive. Did my camera just do something weird? I feel like it just did. I just desoldered a board and all the switches came out first try. Let's go. That's huge. Alex, as a designer, do you ever build mock-ups? What do you mean by that? Like pre-prototype stuff? Before it gets ordered from a factory type thing? What do we mean by that? Well, maybe I'll have to put that build on hold then, guys. Hopefully that's not the case. What Amazon is doing to a... Wait, oh my god. What Amazon is doing a Fallout show / movie? We'll see how that turns out. What lube and stabs are we using? Cherry clip-ins, baby. That's it. That is my, Oh, wait. Will the cherry clip-ins work on this? It's 1.2. I don't even think I have any screw-in stabs for this. Let me see. Let us see. Appropriate reaction. Shims? We could use shims. Let me see. Let me see if these work well. If not, then I shall go scour for some 1.2 millimeter. Yeah, shims with clip-ins are rough. That's why I'm going to go probably scour if that's the case. Not the biggest issue. Just means I get to spend more time with y'all. It's also why I don't necessarily love 1.2s. Just because I feel like you do have to buy special stabs for them. For the most part. Yeah, we're gonna need to get some different stabs. Are you gonna use the coffee switches in today's build? No, those 2 switches were completely foobarred, so I had to throw them out. I could not use those switches, unfortunately. Okay, let me just put all this stuff away and I'm gonna go find some screw-in stabs. A special flathead screw came with the board at the bottom row. If you use screw-ins, you need to use the special flathead screws that came with the board for the bottom row. Okay, well, we're gonna have to probably use screw-ins right now because I don't think there's gonna be a good way to do these. Let me go find what I have first. Unfortunately, I was not putting 2 to 2 together, 1 and 2 together here when it came down to the stab choice today. I don't think I have screw-ins though, man. Be honest with you. I thought you dropped the whole bag. No, it was just like 2 or 3. It was not a whole lot. Do I got any screw-ins? Yeah, I got plenty. Alrighty. The reason for those screws in the front height is too low. Yeah, I figured as much. You'd need the flatheads for that. That makes a lot of sense. It's okay. We only lubed a little bit of switches, or stabs in this case. Not a big deal. We like them long boys. What the hell? Man, I really hope that derivative issue goes away then. I hope that, well, not goes away, it gets resolved. Like, I really, really hope so. That would be super unfortunate if it results in radio silence, but I have faith. No love for the thick boys? We got love for all types of keyboards, alright? All types. No discrimination. I have zero fitment issues with my derivative alu half plate. That's what I'm kind of hoping. I'm kind of hoping that it's just like a small batch or something, but someone said it was in the plate files itself, so I'm honestly not sure. I'm doing a little searching in Justin's Discord. Looks like it has to do with the stabs being used. Oh. Didn't I also have this issue when it came down to the derivative? Or some of the other Cloudline and like some of the other JJW boards? Isn't it like stabies and a lot of the thicker stabs or more, I guess, premium stabs just don't fit? I'm using Cherry in mine. Like I've definitely noticed that. So it's very tight tolerance. Cherry is no issues with Staby. TX Duroc requires some force. Cruel World boards definitely have that too. From a design perspective though, what is the purpose of really tight fitment or tolerances around stabilizers? Is there a purpose to that? Like, does it? I truly don't think that should affect sound. I don't know if it should. I don't think it should. And Cherry, noticeable issues with Cherry from my experience? Really? Well, maybe tonight, if I pick mine up today, I can do some experimenting with my unit and let you guys know if I find anything. But we shall see, because I don't want to like jump to conclusions either. You can tighten my tolerance anytime, Mustache Man? What the? Damn, I was really looking forward to Cherry clip-ins today on this. Oh well. Hydrate? Give me a moment. How do you know if you overlube your switches? I think I overlube my KTT ones. KTT switches need very little lube. Like extremely, extremely small amounts. They'll sound kind of sloshy sounding. It'll sound like, man, I hate using this analogy. It'll sound like macaroni in a pot, basically. That's what it'll sound like squishing noises. That's what it'll sound like, bro. Squelchy, sorta. Also, random thing that just I want to talk to you guys about. I just remembered now. Dude, what is it with all on social media lately? All the hate that millennials are getting. Like, I've been seeing so many posts about how millennials are cringe and how millennials did things poorly and how Gen Z is the cool ones. What is with that, man? We will always get hate for no reason. Like, I saw one where they were making fun of these millennials for being at like a Halloween themed party. And they're all calling them cringe and like socially awkward, but they're all friends just having a good time, just like posting something to socials, and like Gen Z's like, that's cringe, man. I feel like this happens with every gen. I mean, I didn't really do that as a kid. I think the only thing we complained about, like millennials, was like how the older generation kind of like screwed us a little bit for the economy, but I don't remember like making fun of them. The okay boomer thing, I always thought was kind of cringe, to be honest. Like that okay boomer thing. I think that was more of an expression to ignorant people, but screwed us for the economy is an understatement. You know, it is what it is. The okay boomer thing was a Gen Z thing though. Was it a Gen Z thing? I don't remember who started that, to be honest. But I feel like millennials are just getting always shit for no reason. Like everything we do is cringe. Zoomers are already shitting on Gen Alpha, and Gen Alpha is 10 years old. That's what I've kind of noticed from Gen Z, though. They do like to rush to make fun of people. Like, they rush to, like, group up people and make fun of them and state how uncool they are. I've definitely noticed that about them, dude. Gen X doesn't care what you think. We're just tired at this point. Which is Gen X again? What's the years? Honestly, it's so confusing, man. Is Gen X considered millennial? No, that's not Gen X. I just don't know which one's which at this point. Gen X is right before millennials. Okay. Born in the 70s. Ah, I see. Yeah, you don't really hear much from Gen X. They're just, yeah, they're kind of also over it at this point too. Alrighty. So we need 4 more stabs at this point. I think I should have enough of. They're going to be different colors though, guys, so we'll deal with it. Gen X is 1964 to 1980. Okay. Alex, did they give you a normal plate? No, they just gave me a bikini plate. I saw nothing else inside the packaging. But you know what? I'm here for the bikini plate. I'm down to try it. I know we're taking a little longer with the stabs, but you know what? I think we're still making decent timing. Although I really hope that these switches... Okay, it looks like they're going to go inside the plate quite nice. Perfect. I'll give you a bikini plate, put that on a calendar. Hey, yo. What gets me is the people like Snoop Dogg, etc. are portrayed in video games now as the new gens are like, oh my god, Fortnite, now that's cringe. Wait, what? What do you mean by that, Jason? Every generation... Oh, wait, no, sorry, not Jason said that. That was Sheepy. Fortnite? I mean, Fortnite's not a bad game. I don't mind it. My issue just comes from people who just, like, lump people in categories and, you know, just start being ignorant towards them. That's the annoying part. It's, like, tiring to hear. Snoop Dogg's been in games since early 2000s. Yeah. Everyone born before 2000s is a boomer to Gen Z perspective. My issue is gatekeeping. Yeah. But you know what's crazy, though? I do feel like there's more gatekeeping now than ever before. And then the other issue that I have with... Okay, this might be a side topic, but I feel like there's a lot of gatekeeping on social media, and there's also a lot of like misinformation for profit. And what I mean by that is people selling like... have you guys ever seen this? Like the tools of success model that people push on social media? It's always been a thing, but I feel like it's the worst it's ever been. And it's people selling you on the idea of being successful, and they want to sell you the steps of being successful. It's no longer just being successful and just flaunting it. It's being successful, flaunting it, and then selling you the course to get there. And I know that's not a new thing, but I feel like it's taken so many different forms now. And then you got the people... What's crazy is it kind of goes down even one more layer, where it's people who want to sell you the course, but they're the ones reporting Like they're reporting on the people selling the courses. So they'll sell you the course on how to sell the course so you can make money and live this lifestyle. So I've seen that. I've seen that go down one more layer where they're selling a course to making a course. It's crazy, dude. Can I interest you in my course on how to become a billionaire by trading Forex? Yeah, it's literally master classes on how to take a master class. Oh, I owe someone a hydrate, and also we owe Pattis a compliment. Hey, Pattis, if you offered a master class, I'd sit in the front row. I hope you're having a good day today, Pattis. Bro, I'm selling courses on how to sell courses to people who sell courses. It's for people who really like courses. Yeah, it is, like Trudeau said, it is extremely exhausting. It is so tiring to see that shit. Like when I boot up social media, it's always just like dude, someone went viral, I think recently, where they were talking about how they make $20,000 a day. And they sell this idea of like, newsflash, they also don't make $20,000 a day. They sell this idea of like minimally working and then you get to, you know, fuck off and do nothing for the rest of the day. But let me tell you, if you actually made like $10,000 to $20,000 a day doing fucking dick all, you would probably not be sharing that in social media. And most of the times, these people who claim they make that, they're the guys who like will go to other people's content who are making the original content and then do like the clips and stuff like that and then tell you that like, oh, if you just like, you funnel, you use AI, you do all this stuff, like they're not making that much. They're making nothing at all, because you know what happens? Eventually someone's gonna like copyright strike them and all their stuff's gonna go bye-bye. Because they're just reusing other people's content. And it's not even like in a creative manner. They're just literally stealing it. That's what I've seen in a lot of these social media ads as well. Keyboard vendor exit scam? I don't know, man. I don't know about that one. I'm glad someone's talking about this. I've been unemployed for a while, and these type of posts make me feel like shit. Yeah, they're the dumbest things I've ever seen. Like, let me put it this way. You guys ever hear that expression? If it's too good to be true, it probably isn't true. I'm self-employed. I do 100, like even my Novel Keys job is technically a contract job, just because they don't have a base of operations here in Canada. So the grind to do self-employment and do it fairly and do it to the point where you're also like not just taking shortcuts, it's going to be work. It's always going to be work. Like yesterday, dude, I right after stream was probably the only time, like I played games for an hour or two and I went to bed exhausted. I woke up this morning having to do more work. And it's just like, I see so many people offloading all this stuff to like people. Like I saw another one. This is another really shitty thing to do too, where it's like the justification to outsource work to like places like India and China, where they're paying these people like nothing at all. And they're justifying it to themselves as, oh, but it's big money for them, paying them $2 an hour. And then they get one of the guys to come on and be like, yeah, we love this, like $2 an hour. It's like, what? And I've seen that many times. It's just terrible, man. It just makes me so angry as well. But I mean, that's the lifestyle I feel like that people want and people sell people on, is this idea of not working hard, right? It's this idea of capitalizing on the easy, and this idea that you shouldn't have to work your entire life and you should just enjoy yourself. While I love for that to happen, I also firmly believe that if you set challenges for yourselves and you work, you'll feel fulfilled. I'm gonna tell you this, man, I feel like if you just take time off and you sit at home, play video games, eventually you're gonna feel like shit. It became reality, but what can we truly do about these kind of things as a normal person in capitalist society? It's not like we legit have any actual control. What do you mean by that, Tom? Of like what gets shown to us? well, it's tiring to hear. And I know a lot of people, like especially younger people, they get sucked into those ideologies, man. They get sucked into it. Like, do you know how many friends I've had who like go down these rabbit holes of like do nothing jobs? And I hate to say this, man. I have an acquaintance who has gone down every venue of do nothing jobs. So drop shipping, other weird scammy shit, because he just refuses. He just does not want to work a 9 to 5. So he's trying to find like any in between to where he just has to set something up and walk away, and that's going to earn him money. But he wants to also portray himself as living some luxurious lifestyle. And I think that like that idea has completely rotted him to the core. And I don't mind saying this because I wish him to do better, because he is struggling at the moment, and it sucks thinking that he still wants to live that lifestyle. Going down shortcut rabbit holes results in constant miserable work for no real payoff. Yes. He's probably working harder to work less in the future. No, he's not working hard at all. He's on vacation 90% of the time with the little bit of money he earns. I've had long conversations with him. This is just the dark side of like things that people don't want you to hear sometimes. They just want to show off they're doing super well, work very minimally because that's the idea that's being sold to them. And then it sounds like this man's dream is to be a landlord. Seth, I've said this in the past, and I have a very strong, so this might offend some people, and I'm speaking from my own ideologies here, and I'm sorry we're having this conversation, but I understand people want to be like full-time landlords, but like, especially here in Canada where real estate is like the hottest commodity, like realistically, if everyone's dream is to be a landlord, what other jobs are getting done? Like, what? And then what also, like, I hear so many conflicting things about like why it's so good to be a landlord. And, you know, I just had a conversation with someone, not recently, but in the last few months, so maybe recently, who he's on his like 19th property or something like that. And that's just full-time jobs, just to like sit at home and just answer questions from these tenants once in a blue moon. But then he had the nerve to complain to me that one of his tenants wasn't paying on time. And I was like, oh, but you have 19 fucking properties that you're making an absolute killing off of. Well, it's not that much money. Okay. Like, do you want me to feel bad for you or something? Like, I don't really understand if I should feel bad for you. And then there's also those people who, during the pandemic, purchased these crazy expensive homes and are now sad because the homes aren't worth as much. So you're just using that as an investment to flip. And it's just kind of like, fuck, man. What do you want me to realistically think? Like, what do you want me to think of you at that point there? You're not really doing anyone any favors. You're just making shit more expensive. So again, my ideology is try to live minimally. Like, even myself, I don't live in a huge area, and then the things I do acquire for myself, once I in my mind that I'm like, yo, I have too much stuff, let me give it away. Let me give it to someone who might need it. That's like my mentality. That's the way I want to live my life. And I don't want to overdo what I have in my life, because I just feel like I'm going to feel, first of all, guilty. And second of all, I think about the people who have more than me and less than me, and I just want everyone to kind of normalize. Like, that's my thoughts. Obviously, that's not going to ever happen. But property shouldn't be a speculative asset. I agree with you. And it's something I'm going through right now, and this is why I'm thinking about it so often, right? It's like, we're trying to find a home because I would like to do a little bit more in a little bit of a bigger space. And we're kind of we're lucky. We have like a 1,000 square foot condo. It doesn't feel that big because I have a work area. And then also we have a small area where I keep client shipments organized. So it's like running a business out of this little home. And we're trying to find a big area. And dude, it has been probably one of the toughest things, having to now realize that although minimum wage has not gone up that much here in Canada, homes have gone up astronomically. And I have to come to terms with, and it's been very difficult for me, that even if I could swallow my pride and somehow afford a $1 million home, $1 million does not get you a lot here in the GTA. And I have to swallow my pride and say, like, that $1 million home that maybe when I thought was a kid was like the big mansion on the street, like you'll have everything you ever need. It is nothing now. It is a fixer-upper here. And it's just like coming to terms with that, and then hearing some guy down the street, like, talk to me about how his 19th property is not making him as much money or something like that. It's such a difference in like everything. And it's really made me think about how, especially over COVID, if you were in a position to have like that you were wealthy, you only got more wealthy. And it's been very defeating thinking about, because I'm clearly not a smart man like all these other people claim to be. But it is sucky that just as time goes by, the rich do get richer, and the middle class will be phased out, and it's kind of stressful to think about. But what's been helping me, and I guess like the bright side of this, is it's really put into perspective who I hang around, who I speak, who I talk to, and it's made me appreciate more of what I have. And that I'm thankful for. So I guess it's kind of like a little bit of light in the darkness type thing, but it's truly, truly made me a little bit more grateful. I hope that makes sense. Money makes money. It sucks, but it's true. Yeah. I'm sorry for going down this conversation path, but just some stuff that's been on my mind. Gotta say, despite wanting to be our own, my brother and I live with our parents. It's been so nice. We support them when they need help. Dude, I lived with my mom and my dad until last year. And truth be told, I wish that space was a little bigger, because I would have never moved out. Remember back in the olden times when there was no money, I'd swap my freshly baked bread with your freshly caught fish? I love it. Let's do it, bro. Full-size board? Yes, sir. Housing market has made me reevaluate my goals, what's important to me. Yes, it has also done the exact same thing to me. But it's definitely also, it's put me into like a doom and gloom moment, where I've had my like, oh, life is like so tough now. But it's also put me into a better perspective of like materialism. So, and this is not just coping. This is just really, truly like, it really made me think of like what matters. Like what does actually matter? Does owning a big property matter? Or should I just be like, and maybe it is a little bit of a cope. I don't know what it is. But let me just tell you guys, it's definitely felt a little bit better in terms of me not caring too much about materialism. Are going through a weird existential crisis where they realize they may never own a home and rent forever. Yep, that's kind of what we're dealing with too at the moment. Where the goalposts are always moved 2 steps in front of your own. Yes, most of my friends only ever got a house due to the bank of mom and dad. Oh yeah, I agree. It makes you rethink many things and take care and look for things that weren't there in this. Yeah, I agree. I saved up a ton to buy a house and ended up not being able to anyways. So now I'm just living regularly with the savings on as a cushion to be comfortable instead of worrying about investing, and it's been awesome. Beer, I am literally in the same position as you, bro. Ultimately though, guys, all I can really say, I don't even know where this conversation started. I tend to ramble a lot. I'm sure you guys have noticed. But I am blessed to have you guys here. I am blessed to have the few things that I do have. I think I've come to terms of what actually matters in my life now. And I've genuinely been a lot happier, like more than I've ever been, letting go of some of those like old past ideologies that I've had, right? Definitely feel a lot better. I'm in that spot too. I've saved a ton and ended up moving back home last year. Buying is out of reach again, and I'm kind of chilling, I guess. Chudo, I'm in a place right now, mainly because I just need a place to do this, like work. But Yeah, it's been weird because like I'm also in that kind of just chilling mode where it's like I'm able to save a few dollars, but also not enough to get to the goals that I want to get. So it's like now when I do save those few dollars, just because like I've already like given up on certain things, I'm just like, well, what little thing can I get for myself today that I've been wanting since I, for a while, and then what things can I, shed? So I'm here for a good time, not for a miserable existence. Dude, that's exactly been my ideology. I'm fortunate enough. I'm in a fortunate enough position where my partners and my partner will be willing and able to help put us down on a down payment on a home if and when we get married. But we've reflected a lot over the last couple of years, and buying is at earliest a medium to long, or at earliest a medium term goal. So does that mean like in the middle? I mean, it's good that you guys decided what your goals are. I was reading the news today, no matter how high interest rates go, the home prices aren't dropping. Yeah. I have another hot take, but I don't think it's that much of a hot take. We've spoken to a few real estate agents. I'll be honest with you guys. I truly think, like, again, just my opinion. You guys can hate it, love it, whatever. I truly think real estate agents are just scam artists. Most of them. I honestly think they're scam artists. Like, I was truly thinking, so we had one real estate agent where we spoke to very briefly, where everything about it just felt like we were doing all the work and they were just going to make the sale. And I'm just like, yeah, they kind of do just open the door for you. And then they pretend like they're going to help barter for a better deal and stuff. But like, if you're going to be outbid, you're going to be outbid. Like, you have a maximum amount of money. You have a maximum amount of money. Like, what are they going to do? Help pitch? I've always seen real estate agents, like, growing up being like, oh, yeah, that guy there is like, he sells houses. He's going to help you buy one. He's going to get you the best. Not really. Like, you just go online. Real and verifiable facts that collude to drive up the sales prices so make more commission. Yep. Big scam artists, in my opinion. Car salespeople? Yep. But the couple wants the house more. They would 100% just take the higher bid. Yeah. Especially in today's day and age, man. They help sellers. Yep. Basically. All valid points, but still need them. It's okay. So I worked at a job one time where, let me put this out there. I worked at a job where we needed someone to help run and manage customer service, basically, for web sales. As an incentive, for whatever reason, the boss gave them commission on all web sales. Now, what they did was they basically became the middleman between, like, that guy there became the middleman between the customer and actual sales
for the
associates.
Best keyboard streamer out there.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, Purple. And even though he was needed at the job to kind of do that, he was making so much money from commission sales that he stopped actually really caring, because even if something went wrong, he didn't care. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe I've been getting from real estate agents, is they don't really care that much. They just sort of care because that's their big paychecks. There's some good real estate agents. Bought a house recently and she was on top of everything, even when the seller started dragging their feet about repairs needed before the sale. Yeah, I'm sure they're good ones. I'm sure, but I think the majority of like people that I've spoken to lately have given me such scammy vibes. Scammy, very, very scummy feeling vibes. But like I said, I'm sure there are good ones. I just have yet to stumble upon those. All right, let's put these guys in. Although I think I'm gonna need to do this like one at a time because I'm pretty sure these stabs will fall out when I flip it over. And then I'm supposed to do those screws that came with it, apparently. So let's grab those. These are plate screws, and these are the stab screws. Are there good landlords? I don't know. I don't have enough experience in that, but I don't know, man. My take on all that stuff is probably wrong, but my feelings towards owning a lot is just, like, I don't know, I shake my head at the idea of just over-owning and stuff like that, man. So I'm not the right person to ask, probably. Again, I like my things, and, you know, like, I've gone through paths of, you know, deep consumerism, and, like, you know, there are stuff that I, to this day, would still love to absolutely own in a future day, but, like, I also don't want to live beyond my means. Like, I just don't want to have too much, you know? And housing should be a, you know, it shouldn't just be something that you happen to own one day. It should just be something that's, like, properly regulated and controlled to a certain degree, but it's just never going to happen because it's such a big profit generator for a lot of people, right? I don't think I need it for these ones, though, so I think we can actually skip on those. Different from Nestle selling water? I mean, with water, you're paying for a convenience in a water bottle. That's what you're paying for. And when you're, you know, when you're paying your water bill, you're also paying for the system that delivers water to you and its maintenance, right? So buying a water bottle is buying convenience. Everything goes out the window as soon as the profit is big enough. Yeah. I think there are many sides to the stories, and I don't want to, like, you know, make it seem like one side is completely right and the other side's completely wrong, but that's just my opinion. Thanks for talking about this. Yeah, no worries, man. I know these conversations can be tough. Like, they can be really, really tough sometimes, and not everyone likes having them. But I think it's good combo to have. I feel like I never really get to talk about stuff like this with people, you know? Some people are dependent on bottled water. I get that. I totally understand. I think that that might be a different situation then. If you were a landlord, you would want more money, so you have to do less. So from their perspectives, it's the right thing to do. People are very selfish. If you were a landlord and you want more money, so you have to do less. What do you mean by that, Sheepy? I'm confused by that sentiment. I never increased my rent so long as I brought him donuts a few times a year and he fixed everything. I miss that dude. Oh, that sounds awesome, Sir Mr. Positivity. Actually, I can respect people that maybe split their house into rental properties and live in properties, so it actually helps increase the housing supply. Yeah, I mean, I get why people do that, and I've seen so many people. What is it called, a duplex or something? I've seen a lot of people do that. I definitely have. Alrighty, so let's put these guys here. Real estate isn't a charity. People are greedy. Well, I still think it's worth talking about, right? And I know people are greedy. However, if we don't talk about it and we keep just being hush-hush about things like that and just kind of like shrugging our shoulders and chalking it up to that kind of stuff, nothing will ever get done. And I think conversation is the first thing to change, right? The more I charge you for necessities, the less I have to pay for mine. Yeah, it's a train of thought. Not a good one, but it's a train of thought. Do I need to use these last two? I guess for these ones, right? Or would I need to do it for these two? I think these ones. Yeah, let's do it for those. I've had relatives who tried to split their house and rent properties, and the tenants tried to scam their way into seizing the properties. Yeah, people, not just landlord, but people in general, are all greedy. Important, Alex. Do you see the notes about needing the smaller header screws? Yes, that's what I'm doing right now. That is what I am doing. But I have 2 extra screws, and I'm just gonna put them on this one because it seems like it's close to the bottom. So we'll just put those there. People are not speaking about corporate landlords here, but when you start writing people off, you end any possibility of compromise, reading, and understanding. Yes, agreed. Agreed completely. If you guys are going to take anything from this particular conversation today, don't look at it as like a, you know, end of days type thing. I would suggest possibly looking at it from the mindset of just start to be kind to your fellow people. Life is short. I understand people want things, but at the end of the day, let's just be better people and be kinder to one another. That's all. That's pretty much the message, man. People taking advantage of a system can be forgiven, but the system does need to be changed. Yep. Hard agree with that, bro. Anyways, if anyone has been feeling the same way as me, where it feels a little bit helpless, know that I'm in the same situation as you. And all I can say is we have each other at the current time. Let's all just try to work a little bit harder. And I guess at the end of the day, let's just try to be happier, you know? Let's just try to be happier about everything that we can possibly do today. Rather address the root cause, not the symptoms. Yep. Agreed. Agreed. Wait, did I lube one too many stabs? I did. Boo. Work harder for the social cogs of greedy pockets, let's go. Well, if you think about it that way then, Sheepy, unfortunately, it's never going to be fun, but unfortunately, we can't really do anything about that at this current time, other than to work a bit harder to make our own situations better. You know, if you just stop drinking coffee once a week, you should have a $1 million mansion. I thought that was avocados. I thought that was avocados, bro. I didn't know that was coffees. If I stopped buying plastic, I'd be a billionaire. But my plastics. If we stopped drinking coffee, we wouldn't have stumbled on the coffee switch mod. I am sad about that coffee this morning. Don't let that stop you guys from realizing how sad I am about that particular mess up this morning. Instead of buying Starbucks, buy Starbucks stonks. The stonks of Starbucks. I'm sorry that happened to you, bro. It was indeed quite painful. Fuck, this is a weird plate to install things in. You guys like my bikini? What do you guys think about my bikini plate? Looking good? Oh, I put this the wrong way. Hold on. I put this in the wrong way. I almost put my bikini inside out. I almost put it inside out. Your bikini is backwards? It's a little awkward to install though. Teeny weeny bikini? Thoughts about MKBHD's keyboard? Looks cool. I liked it. I hope he likes it too. Has he made any like social posts about it or anything like that? Like saying that he received it yet or something? It was awkward to put on. Very awkward. I love that there's a plate cut out for the logo when the case will be over it. It's the little things. It's the little things that matter, all right? Fuck, I'm gonna be doing a lot of soldering today, huh? I hope this was a good switch choice. I really, really do. I am hopeful. It's the little things that matter. The little things matter, dude. Always. How many times have I opened a board and just appreciate the inside that no one will ever see? I mean, that's how I kind of feel about this board today. I feel like I'm appreciating the inside right now, but I'm never going to see it, and it kind of also makes me sad a little bit. All right, the good thing about this PCB is it seems to work pretty well with these switches, so everything's kind of gripping in nicely here. They do need a little bit of a push to get in though all the way. So maybe it's a little bit too firm. Opinion on long right shift on 60s. I have no hard feelings towards it, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't feel right to me anymore. You know? Like it feels wrong to see that on a board now, on a 60. Even though I know there's nothing objectively wrong with it. So, how do you stop JWK leaf spring? Or ping, rather. Oh man. So you can lube the leaf a little bit, but honestly, it's an issue that has plagued JWK switches for so long, I feel. That's why I actively sort of avoid them these days. Rarely do I go in on JWK switches these days. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. They're not bad, but they do have a lot of like mild issues with them that kind of make them unenjoyable sometimes. Do you skip the lubing housing? Do you still skip lubing the housing of switches? I lube the top, the stem and then the spring itself. I do not touch the bottom housing anymore, nor do I touch the top housing at all. To me, there is just absolutely zero point in doing that. So they are Duroc and JWK, although the Corb switches don't have any leaf ping, which is nice. Like I said, I do have some JWK / Duroc switches, but it's not like I'm always actively avoiding them. Sometimes I occasionally pick them up. But I do try to not pick, I guess I am actively not picking them up as often. I've been loving the new Gatoron switches as of late. Gatoron has been one of my go-tos, as well as Cherry. The B-Sun stuff has been pretty good. What else has been pretty good? I think Gatorons and Cherries are still some of my faves. Oh my god. Yeah, this plate is a little bit, or this PCB is a little bit rough to get these switches in. I'm hoping it's just the one with the plate. All right. Our bikini is installed. Gotta align these pins. We have a bikini. The pink switches actually look pretty good in this. All right, let's move some of this stuff out of the way so I can make some room on my desk. Actually, leave these. I might need these. I have not built this before. I think Teja built this recently. Oh, drop the switch. I don't think I need all of them. Oh, it's Winculus.
Alex, it's a WKL build.
Good point. I got distracted by putting everything into the bikini. Good point. What color are you gonna get for your Orbit Cerakote? I'm probably gonna go with a green. I was thinking to do an orange, but I already think that I have a few orange boards that I'm going to be taking a look at soon. And I think I want to go with green. But I'm thinking like a hunter green though. Like a very, very hunter green. That's going to be ideal for me, I think. What's the price point of the Bina? $450, I believe, for the base model. And if you want the shiny weight, which is really the only difference, it's a copper versus a brass weight, so the shiny one's a copper apparently. The shiny one's in the high 500s. Then you have to factor in shipping, which is probably going to be a little bit more for this since it is quite heavy. But believe it or not, the box isn't terribly big. It's a very slim keyboard. I have a feeling though, or wait, before I even say that, I do think my only gripe with this board, other than some of the visual aspects, I do wish they offered a polycarbonate plate. But other than that, the front height of this board and the type angle seem very attractive to me. So I'm kind of pumped up to install all the switches today and get this going because, dude, 14 mil front height? Let's go, dude. Yeah, and 450 is not a terrible price for a full-size keyboard either. I agree. I also agree with that sentiment. Hefty heft. How heavy is it? We'll do, I think it's 6.6 pounds, they said. So 3.3 kilos, but we'll see what it is after being fully built. You can't argue with the price on this one. No, you really can't. It's a full-size board. They don't come around very often. Has a pretty big weight. Has some little embellishments in the inside as well. Can't really get too upset with the price point on this. No, I haven't really entered anything. I did make some purchases in the last little bit for keyboards. So right now, my main goal is to just wait till everything comes in. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And then I'll start doing purchasing again. But for the time being, no purchasing for me. 14 mil front height's pretty crazy. It is absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever typed on something that low of a front height. It's kind of hurting my thumbs. Do you ever advise on keyboard designs? Very, very rarely. Sometimes people ask me to get some advice on things, which is always fun to do, but rarely, bro. Damn, dude, Alex being responsible with his spending, I could never. Hey, I have to be. I have to be only because I know, hey, listen, Christmas gifts are going to come up soon. I have a few more that I need to buy. And even though it's probably not going to be terribly expensive, I think we're going to limit ourselves to like $20 to $30 a person this year. So not terribly expensive. It's still $20 to $30 a person. And even if there's only 10 people, that's $200. So trying to be a little responsible because, you know, got that coming up now. Already bought all my Christmas gifts. Bro, I say every year, this year I'm going to buy it early and then never do, man. Absolutely never do. My car engine's dead, so I have to save for a little longer. Hey, so no big keyboard. Nope, I get that. I get that, dude. No big keyboard purchases for you. 1000% agree. I think that's wise to save for your car repair rather than spending it on the keyboards. Black Friday was a lifesaver. I kind of fumbled, man. I should have done all my shopping for Christmas during Black Friday. I fumbled so hard on that, bro. I don't know why I didn't, man. I think I was just so caught up in doing work and then also, I don't know, just like doing some family things that I just fumbled so hard and forgot that day even existed. Although I did buy 1 or 2 keyboard things, though. Yeah, it's a fumble. I usually get most of my gifts over Black Friday. Dude, it's a fumble, right? It's a huge fumble. Almost as big of a fumble as when I put my switches in my coffee this morning. That was a bigger fumble in my opinion. Because that was my coffee. Black Friday is just marketing, man. Ow. Okay, this year, I'd say for outside of the keyboard community, truly did feel like a lot of marketing. I heard from a lot of people. Some of my friends, like they work corporate jobs and stuff like that. They all told me this year was like record lows for them. And they said it was partly their own faults because the companies they work for just did not want to offer sales. But to be fair though, in the age of online shopping, brick and mortar stores, I feel like, yeah, they're just not going to do as well. I don't know why they wouldn't just do some crazy big sales for brick and mortar stores. But yeah, I definitely saw, because we went to the mall on Saturday just because we needed to go pick something up. And we forgot it was Black Friday, and it did not feel like Black Friday at the mall. Like, we just ran in really quickly, and I was like, ooh, this feels dead in here. But it did not feel like Black Friday. Best Buy is screwed. But Best Buy, like, I went to Best Buy the other day because Amazon screwed up and didn't send me something. Best Buy fucking sucks. I mean, I worked at Best Buy and I really liked working there, but like, there's nothing at Best Buy these days. It's all very generic junk. I even went to go look at the cameras. All the cameras, for the most part, are like a generation or two old. London was damn packed. I forgot it was Black Friday. It took an extra half hour. Oh, really? So you felt the effects of it? That's pretty wild. All right, let's solder this bad boy. Let's see this from the side angle. Man, I need to fix this camera angle now. I don't know what I did to it today. Oh, I know what I did. It just reset itself. It's a lot of pink. All right. Let's get to soldering. Warm you up. You come over here. Pink on black is truly something. It's a lot of soldering too. Yeah, it is. It is indeed quite a bit of soldering. Let's make sure everything's flush, or at least as flush as it can be. If one or two are a little bit crooked, because this is a kind of like a plateless build as well, sort of a plateless build, then so be it. We'll do what we can. We shall do what we can here. GMK Botanical this Black Friday, thinking of pairing it with a green sonnet with a walnut accent. That is money, bro. That is such a nice combo. I support that combination. Won't the legs of the switches scratch that beautiful internal art? I don't think it'll touch, because I don't foresee this, even with it being 1.2. I don't think this big gigantic PCB is going to be very flexible. Oh, this is soldering like a dream. This is flowing very nicely onto the soldering pads. FYI, guys. I am a little sad I don't have any LEDs today. Like no diodes. Unless they're in the baggie and I just missed them. I do hope that the final version does come with some diodes. I don't think they're in here. No. I hope the final version does. Because I don't know if you guys know, but when you guys order diodes, you have to buy a big batch of diodes, and then they just all kind of sit there. And there's different size diodes as well, like LED diodes. Went to Best Buy the other day. Felt like I was walking to the set. Why? What happened? Yeah, I went to Best Buy to buy printer ink. And then my Best Buy was like, oh, do you need a bag? And I was like, sure. And then Best Buy was like, that's 25 cents. And I was like, man, I'll just put it in my pocket. And then there was just like so much, like I went to, you know, I do this thing where I go to Best Buy and I go down the keyboard aisle. And it feels like nothing's changed in the world of, I guess, like gaming keyboards in the last like 10 years. It feels like nothing's changed at all. Bro, at Lululemon, we charge $2 a bag. What the? That's pretty fucking pricey for a bag. Wow, this is soldering so nice. They're very reusable and perfect sizes. Trudeau, you know what? I hate to admit it. Like, I feel like the everyday guy like this. I feel like everybody goes through these things. You know how many times I go to grocery shopping or just shopping and I just forget to bring a bag? And because they don't offer plastic bags, and for some reason nobody offers paper bags, I'm just forced to spend like 50 cents. So now we have like a giant collection of reusable bags. And sometimes it's just like, I don't even think I'm going to go out and buy anything. And then I'm like, oh, I'm here now. Might as well. So that's smart though, Abo. That's really smart. I don't like, I walk downtown everywhere. So sometimes I just forget and I'm already like out. So that's really smart though. I applaud you for that. Why don't you just use your fingies to solder since you're so doggone hot? Oak, I hope you're doing fantastical today, bro. Love you, dude. Keep being such an amazing person, my guy.
10 months with the sexiest stash man I know.
Who did that?
3,333.
Is that my favorite snack? Maple cookie? That sounded a little bit sexual, but listen. Maple cookies are actually fucking god tier cookies. Actually, I think sugar cookies might be my favorite thing. But then the maple cookies, like there are maple biscuits you can get with like maple filling on the inside. Those are really good. I really like those. I think sugar cookies, like a good chocolate chip sugar cookie is so good, bro. Why is it sometimes when I solder, the solder seems to be resisting? I believe it's the pad on the PCB. I also find that some PCBs just are way easier to solder than others. This is one of the ones that seems really easy to use. But yeah, I can attest to that too. I really like this PCB, by the way. Like, it's just so plain and simple. I like that the traces are just not visible. I like this. Nice, simple PCB. How many boards do you find that a roll of solder usually lasts you? I've only ever had 4 rolls of solder since I started doing this. Solder should last you a bit. You shouldn't really need to go through tons of solder. Oh, stroopwafels are delicious too. Actually, oh, I take everything back. Someone mentioned oatmeal, and low-key, I think sugar cookies are good and might be my favorite taste-wise, but I can never get sick of a good chocolate chip oatmeal cookie, man. I could eat those all day. All cookies are goated? I think that might be debatable. There are some cookies that I feel like are whatever, but I feel like this is just the quality of the cookie, maybe. Ever had Nutter Butter? sounds... Is that peanut butter cookies? For some reason, that sounds like peanut butter cookies. Now I want cookies. I actually don't have cookies that often. I used to love cookies. You know, I still don't mind a good Oreo cookie too. I think that's a classic option as well. Just a good Oreo cookie. Here in Canada, we also have Fudgios. There's some nasty cookies out there with dates and weird stuff in them. Oh, man. There's one cookie that I've had that had candied oranges inside, and I did not like that one there. It's also, I don't know if there's any Italians here. I'm pretty sure some people might know about this. Do you guys know what panettones are? Panettones are like the driest bread with random fruits or chocolate chips inside. And I don't know, the bread has like a particular flavor to it. I do not like them. Everyone in my family is like, oh, it's an acquired taste. I'm just like... Shitty biscottis? Biscottis are good. I like fresh. Fresh, like right out of the oven. My mom used to make them. They were always so delicious with a nice cup of coffee. But the moment you let them become, like, I don't know, there's really bad ones that are super dry, then I am not a big fan of. Snickerdoodles, what are those? Adapt it to the shitty taste. Man, I really don't like panettone. I'm so glad no one gifts that in my family anymore. And they're so expensive, too. I feel like if I have to acquire a taste for something I don't want it, beer, so gross forever. You know, you're not wrong though, Evo. I like beer, but there are certain beers that I think are the most nasty, vile things ever. And everyone always goes, ooh, it's an acquired taste. I'm like, okay, you can acquire it. I'll drink something else. It's like, you know, I feel like this is a dangerous topic to talk about. But like, it's like people who say they love tequila. And it's like not even for the taste. They just like it because how drunk they get. Like, every tequila I've ever had tastes like fucking ass. Some people go, it's smoother. They all taste bad. At least to me. Dumb question. Are those shorts with Italians getting angry when you mess with their food true? It's a great question. Not really. My grandparents are from Italy. I think they don't get offended. I think they might question you if you're just like, oh, why didn't you make it the traditional way? And then they'll be open to trying it. I don't know, like, I don't think I've ever had any of my... I think my family's always been like, oh, why isn't it done the traditional way type thing? But I don't think anyone's ever been like, gotten upset. You know? I don't know. Shut up, cancerous. I knew someone was going to say that. I don't think anyone's ever going to like get upset in my family if we're doing something like non-traditional. You got to do the hand thing? Yeah. I've never seen anyone get upset there. Hey Alex, why so many budget boards coming out? I'm wondering how good the more recent keyboards are, or with so many budget boards rather. When I took a break from the hobby, the NK65 was basically the best you can get. How do they stand now in comparisons? The NK65 it started the, I guess, the revolution of those type of boards. I would personally say it kind of like paved the way. However, I think there are some great boards that, you know, from like a sound quality and maybe typing feel perspective can do what the NK65 does, but better. But I even think that is up to preference, because the NK65 is still a pretty popular board. So it really just comes down to what you're looking for in a board, but there's been a lot of really good budget items in keyboards recently. So many. You type Italian, this is capisce at the end of your sentences? Not really. I don't think I really do any Italian things. Maybe I talk more with my hands on a normal daily basis, which I think I do. People have pointed that out to me. But I don't really do any like Italian things. Hey, I'm walking here. That's a Manoli thing. That's what Manoli does. Hey, I'm walking here. That's just New York. Manoli hates when I do that to him. He's like, do you really think we do that? And then you know what I tell him, and I'll be like to Manoli, I'll be like, hey, I'm walking here. And then he goes, do you really think we do that? And then I go, oh, come on, Manoli, forget about it. And then he gets so mad at me, dude. He gets so mad at me, dude. Forget about it, Manoli. And then he's just like, okay, Alex, you know what? Manoli's Greek, so we kind of vibe in that way, you know? Are you joking my ass? Are you joking my ass walking here? That's just Ryan, though. No, there's no freaking way you're walking here right now. Are you joking my ass? You gonna sleep with the Fishers tonight? Jesus. Insty, do you have all these memes like on a notepad or something? I am genuinely impressed by this. Do you have like do you have them like documented in like a table of contents too? Like, how do you find them so fast? Are they all labeled? He has no bounds, dude. For real. I feel like Insty has a separate keyboard to which he has macros installed for all of our memes. The Godfather is a gem. I have not seen it in such a long time. I'm not gonna be honest though, I'm not the biggest fan of the Godfather series, but it's definitely entertaining. Is that Tim Keyless? Tim Streamless, more like it. Insty has a Hyper 7 full of relegendables for this occasion. For real, man. Absolutely for real. We're still not making bad timing for this keyboard. You know what? I'm proud of us. We're an hour and 48 minutes in and I'm almost done the soldering. And I even had a little mix up with the stabs I was using because I totally forgot this is 1.2. Even though I totally read it to you guys. Fine, it's totally fine. Best lull stacks impression? Dude, I feel like I do a good lull stacks. I feel like that's one of my strengths in life. I've been in the hobby for a couple of years now and I've never tried tactile switches. Do you have any tactile recommendations? New tactiles. I am not really a tactile guy lately myself. So I don't know if I have any great recommendations for you. I like Holy Panda still, but I know there's been a lot of great tactiles that have come out. I just don't have any good, I guess, recommendations. Maybe the Gazoo ones, perhaps even picking up something like, what were those other tactiles that I tried? Blueberry chiffon switches were pretty nice. There are some tactiles I think that Gateron has that I don't mind too. The kangaroos I've tried; they're not terrible. Not my favorite, but not too bad. Oh, what happened here? So I've always wondered, as a relatively newcomer to the hobby and someone who works in the machining world, why do folks consider polycarbonate boards more premium? As someone who works with medical grade plastics and metals, PC is so easy to work with and put a finish on. I have heard the opposite in terms of cost. And then I want to also say that there's more of like a failure rate from what I've been told too with polycarb, to where it needs more QC and more attempts for some of the more, I guess, intricate keyboards that get done. I might not be the right person to ask for that though, and I don't want to spread misinformation. Maybe I should talk to someone like Selvin, who... Selvin's a machinist as well. But I think that might be the answer you're looking for, or maybe that I can give you. Not so much that you're looking for. But other than that, I don't really have like a great answer to give you. It's a lot harder to keep PC clean when machining too. I know there's something to do with, like, I think Salvin was telling me that failure rate can get pretty high with those PC boards. What's the point of soldering versus hot swap? Usually, not in this case today. Actually, somewhat in this case today. Usually you get more options. As you can tell, there's a few slots I haven't actually soldered into because those are the options you get. But I would say more typically, the reason why you would go with solder is just because it feels more secure when you get everything in there. At least to me anyways. I always feel like I can be more personal with the project I'm working on when I solder it in. Let me quickly wash my hands. Oh, baby, my hands are clean. All right, let's sit down. You also inhale some nice fumes? What the? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. Also means you don't have to worry about the switches. Yeah, I think that's also a big one for me. It might not seem like it's a big deal, but to me, that's kind of a big deal. Not having to stress about when switches get yoinked out and then you're sitting there fiddling with a switch trying to get it back in. I can hard agree with that. Solder fumes are how you ascend to the astral plane? Insty? I don't know about that one. All right. Let's get this. Let's flip you over and let's unscrew you, my friend. It's like a little piece of dust. No. Fell into the keyboard. Please, come out, dust. Hold on, we're gonna use tweezers and medically do this, right? One side of the tweezer is longer than the other one. Scratching up the weight now? No, I'm not scratching anything. All right, let's unscrew this. Let us get this guy open. Ooh, Torx. Okay. Not every day I get to use a Torx bit. Now, what size bit is this? Use your tongue? I already did that for the Bauer. Magnetic screws. Lovely. Torx just works. It does just works. Wait, they gave us a little screw tray. Let's use the included screw tray they gave us. Why not? Bought the Bauer Light because of you and I'm excited. I genuinely really have been enjoying mine. Thank you guys for the follows and the subs today, by the way. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for everyone coming in today. It comes with a screw tray. I want to say it does. I didn't see anything about it, but it came with mine, and I think Kiwi said it comes with it, right? I think he did. I don't want to, again, mislead you guys, but I'm a little confused in the whole screw tray thing. It does, I think. I hope so. All right, let's flip this over. Let's be gentle. Let's be careful. Nice. It's very nice.
Hell you.
And you can switch the position of this, right? But we're gonna leave it right side aligned. I am down for right side aligned. Wow, internal screws are the same screw? Damn. Faye Grape, thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate you, Faye. This board is getting me pretty excited. Time to slam my mouse in the side of my keyboard when playing FPS games. I'm lucky I don't have to worry about that because I suck at all video games, so I don't have to worry about slamming anything anywhere. Oh, getting a phone call. Well, I don't want to answer that. Leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered today. Let me pick up. Half the times when I get these phone calls, it's just spam. Interesting how this kind of folds backwards. And then there was daughter board plus plate screws. New phone, who this? It's just 90% spam calls. I feel like spam calls have gotten really, really bad here in Canada. I know in other parts of the world it's pretty bad, but I feel like it's just getting so exceptionally bad here. They have gotten so bad. We've been getting so many. And you know what's weird? A lot of the times, and I'm not sure what the reason is, and maybe someone can enlighten me, no one answers, and I can hear someone kind of in the background, and I'll just be like, hi, hello. No one answers, and then they just hang up, and then they just keep trying to recall. So I'm not sure what that is, like why they do things like that, but it's weird. It's interesting. I'm too scared to say hi. Avo, that's you? My friend. You don't have to stress about that. You know I love you anyways. You can say hi, Avo. I feel like they're trying to figure out if it's a real valid number or not. Like the spam callers? It's so strange. Where did I put the other screw? Oh, right there. Too polite. I just never answer and let my phone tell me it's a scam. I answer only because sometimes I do have random calls that are kind of sort of work related. So that's kind of the only reason why I answer these days. No other reason really. Beautiful. Slotting in perfect. I hit him with the Google call screen. The worst is when I get phone calls and they have this one variant of scammers that tries to confuse you and tries to make you think you called them and they're returning a call. And then I don't know, I've never gotten past that point with them, but it happens very often for me in particular. That is one of the variants that I get. Those are so funny though. Have you gotten them too, Chudo? I have definitely gotten them. I'd say more often than I'd like to admit. Been liking all these full-size boards. Dude, I agree. There are two kinds of places to get top mount. One is stiffer and one is softer, Alex. Two kinds of places to get top mount? Oh, there's some in between and some on the outsides. Oh. I'm assuming the ones that are on the leaf spring areas is softer, which is most likely what I'm going to be installing. So let's take out the corners and put them where the leaf springs are. Typically I get stiffer if I'm on the bottom. Hey, yo! Huh? I guess if you want super stiff, you do all of them, huh? Have we tried 8,000 hertz polling on PCBs before? I have no reason to try that, so I have not, no. Me personally have no reason to use that. It's the middle of the workday, y'all. To some people, that means absolutely nothing. I don't think there would be enough screws for all of them. Oh, true. There probably wouldn't be enough screws. They should totally include that, though. But one can buy more. I'm gonna try the softer one. Something's telling me I'm gonna like the softer aluminum top mount here. Although, I think I'm gonna unscrew the ones underneath the spacebar. Kind of disappointed that there's screws here. I just worry that the metal is gonna, actually it shouldn't really. I'm gonna go ahead and, wait, that's the wrong ones. I'm looking at the wrong side of the keyboard here. It's these two. I'm gonna unscrew the ones underneath the spacebars. I love top mount. I think top mount's a very classic feel and sound. So I'm always here for a good, solid top mount keyboard. I'll never not like it. I've always felt that it's just hard to fuck up. Although there are certain plates that I prefer with top mount more than usual. I'm excited to try this. Oh, something tells me the cable's not in the slot. And it was not. I might need to tape down the cable though. Yeah. Cable might be a bit of a toughie to work with here. You know what I'm surprised no one's done with any of the JST connectors that oddly enough Glorious did is make like a little piece of metal area so you can pinch it and you don't need to use tape or anything. I am very, very, very surprised nobody has done that. Like absolutely so shocked that nobody has. All right, let's just see if I can, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna get some tape. That was good in the GMMK. That was the only good thing. We'll get a bit of low tack tape here and cut it up a little bit. The JST needs to evolve. It kind of already has, hasn't it? We're actually seeing those pogo pin connectors pop up, which I am very, very, very here for. Like extremely here for. It might also be my desk pad that's giving this a bit of a warmer vibe too. Keep in mind. Which way does this go? This way here. Much better. Is it? What's causing it to... Oh, there we go. Much better now. Much, much better. Pretty sure this is silver, just the matte is giving more of a warmer tone. Yeah, I'm pretty positive. Pretty positive the matte is causing it to be a little bit warmer than it should be. But it's silver with the copper accents in the back, and I believe this is the silver copper weight, if I'm not incorrect here. It is a pretty looking keyboard though. Embrace solder. I just want more people to embrace the pogo pins. I think kudos to QK for being the first people to do that, but or one of the first. There's definitely been a few boards who have tried and attempted to bring that to life, but I don't know if any of them has reached market, but kudos to them. Oh gosh, sorry guys, my camera is not liking this keyboard right now. Why companies use steel plates? Is steel cheaper than aluminum? When you're asking yourself why major companies do things, it's good to look at cost. I think that's the only thing I can probably recommend to take a look at, is the cost of steel versus the cost of aluminum. Depends on steel. True. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, it's so heavy. I need to install the screws in the bottom. Unfortunately, there's no two ways around it. I had a feeling, but I do need to install the screws where the spacebar is. A little disappointed on that, but you know what? Maybe it'll still sound good. Some keyboards still can be really great even with that. Someone said soda? What about soda? Let me disappoint you? Mr. Tim Keelis, you're never a disappointment, all right? So don't ever pretend, don't ever think you are, Tim. You're just gonna make me act a fool if you keep saying that about yourself. Screws. Did you open your derivative? I have not yet. Actually, they have not even given me a call to go pick it up yet, so I don't know when I'm going to be doing that, but hopefully soon. Hold on, Tim, hold on. Let me put this together and I'll give you the attention you so desire. And then hopefully you can give me some attention. Is that better? Yes, it is. All right, Tim wants a ball spin first of all. Here, Tim. Oh. All right. Then you want a pen pop. Two just like yours? Oh gosh, dude. How come when Tim comes, everyone gets sussy, man? Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Literally everyone's been pretty good all stream. Then Tim comes in and everyone who's talking starts becoming super sussy. Absolutely crazy to me, dude. Absolutely wild. Now give me a compliment and drink water? Oh shit, you redeemed all those things. I don't have water, I have just some coffee, Tim. Can I drink that? Tim, I want to tell you that I think about you always, all right? This morning when I accidentally dropped my switches into my coffee, I thought about you and I thought about how an amazing person you are, all right? Tim, you always look cute. And I like when you wear hats, which is always, so you look good. Sussy Tim. Speaking of which, when's the last time you drank water? I had water before this. Elquan, thank you so much for a gifted sub.
Tier 1 sub to Bannock Tech. They have given 124 gift subs in the channel.
I ate some water before stream started. Perfect. All right, let's put some keycaps on. What keycaps do I put on this though? That is the question. What would look good? Is today like a should I do botanical today? Do you think botanical would look good on this? Do I have GMK Peach Blossom? I don't think I do. We could also put Hanami, what is that? What's that? Oh, I have a set over here that I think might suit this well. GMK Daifuku could look cool. Daifuku? My box got destroyed, so I had to put it in this plastic bag. White on black? Could do white on black. Do you guys want white on black? Daifuku, okay. Yeah? This deserves OG beige. I unfortunately don't think I have any beige GMK. I should get some beige GMK. So we could do wob. Although, do I have wob on something else? I think I might. Or let me see what I have. I could even do you guys want Shoshin? Shoshin might look really nice on this. That could look pretty cool because it's not exactly wob. My cable underneath my... I hate when the cables get underneath the rolly part of it. We could do that. Shoshin? Yeah, okay. We can definitely get that done. Heiny Beige was on sale on Novel Keys, but you're too late now. I gotta cut back on the keycaps, man. Where is my shirt from? You guys like my shirt? Uniqlo, baby. Oh, that might have been really loud because I'm right next to my mic. Uniqlo, though. Got it from Uniqlo. Although I think I got a little something on the shoulder there. But it's from Uniqlo. Love me some Uniqlo. Uniqlo's nice. Don't judge what I did to the inside of this box. Uniqlo, actually too good. They always have shirts that fit really, really well in my opinion. Sometimes with other brands, I feel like their blanks just kind of feel whatever. But I always get pretty lucky with Uniqlo stuff. I agree. It's like a perfect thickness. Tier 1 from Short.
I am late, am I?
You're probably just right on time for the typing test. I think this is a good time to join. Fuck, how is this gonna sound? All the stabs need a little bit of tuning. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just tune some of the key ones here. Just a tiny little bit of tuning. You can tune a keyboard? Please don't hate me. Yeah, but you can't you can't tune a fish. Listen, my dad told me that. Yeah, you know what I got my girlfriend with last night? My dad used to tell me this joke of like, not a joke, like a riddle. He's like, what would weigh more, like 500 pounds of steel or 500 pounds of feather? And I asked my girlfriend that last night. And she said steel. And I said, why? It's both 500 pounds. So nice. And then she started looking at me like she was just not happy with me at all. But she was laughing. But I can tell she wasn't happy. So. Because steel's heavier than feathers, duh. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate the gift. Thank you, dude. My dad said that too. It hurts to get got. Yep. It really does, bro. I like shitty jokes, all right? Everyone can hate me all they want. I think shitty jokes are fantastic, and I'm always going to be here for a good shitty joke. The spacebar already sounds pretty good. Let's put all the keycaps on it because this will change in sound profile as we fill this up with keycaps. The feathers, because then you have to deal with the weight of what you did to those birds. Oh shit! Getting a little deep, I see seeing stars. True. Okay, goes here. M goes here. Dad jokes are terrible but great. Always, man. I truly think that dad jokes are an acquired skill set. Some people think they're just shitty, but I think you really gotta practice your delivery, your face. I don't know if you guys have noticed this too, but dads, when they tell a dad joke, they always have this like funny little laugh after they do a dad joke that they've been practicing for years too, because it's such a shitty joke that they have to develop like their own laugh for it. It's a wonderful thing. Oh, this goes right here. It's an art? Yeah, it's completely an art, man. You can't get mad at it. It's just something that's like, it transcends everything. It is quite literally lovely. What set is this? It is Shoshin. It's kind of wob, kind of not. It's the shit-eating grin, basically. It's funnier if you deliver it in total deadpan. That way there's an awkward silence. Yeah, there's definitely that deliverance too that's kind of like, oh shit. Kind of gets you a little bit. I can vibe with that. What smells better than it tastes? Smells better than it tastes. Damn, wow. Avo, take that back, man. Tim's feelings are probably really hurt by that. A nose? Oh, true. I didn't think about that one. True. God damn though. Oh shit, you know what I noticed about this? Was this fixed step caps lock? I didn't even realize that was a thing on this. Can you zoom in? I want to see the set up close. How up close we talking about? Like this up close? I just found a banned word in chat. Sorry, mods. I saw something was held, but I didn't look. Enhance. Enhance, everybody. Enhance. Now, keep in mind, my camera cue does lean a little bit to be green. So if that looks a little bit green to you, I can assure you that it's not green. It's just the way I like my camera colors. I think he meant face cam. What the? I'm missing my page up. Oh, here it is. It's literally right beside everything else. Those switches are cute. They're Corbies. Technically, watch this. I'll do it to one of the switches. Tiny Makes Things made these switches. Do I not have a black marker? So Tiny recommends when you get these switches, you do this to them. And now it's a Kirby using its mouth to absorb, you know, like whatever, the switch in this case. So you can get a whole board full of little Kirby's, hence why they're called Corbies, to avoid copyright. I need this in my life. If you guys are interested in them, I think Canon Keys still has them in stock. Oh, we're gonna cover up little Corby now. I'll leave that for now. We'll leave little Corby. Nintendo coming for that booty? I hope not. That'd be super sad. But I've done a whole board full of that before, and it was pretty funny. It's kind of cute to get all the little Corbys going on. Damn, you guys were right. I think Wob was a good call for this. It does look already pretty nice. Well, something similar to Wob was a good call for this. It looks pretty good already. Ooh. Sorry, I had to do a little test. I wanted to see what that sounded like. I'm already pleased with the alpha sound profile. At least I can tell. From what I can tell, it sounds like it's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Escape here. Do I have anything else in this layer that I need? I don't think so. What happened with Glarses? Is Glarses here? Oh, hi Glarses. Glarses, I have to resub to you. But do you want me to resub to you? Is the question. Like, do you want me to wait to resub? I don't exactly know what you want me to do, but you have to let me know there. All will become clear soon enough. You can resub now. Okay. Okay, I'm curious. You got me curious, but yeah, I'll resub now. I'm gonna resub just because I'm more curious now, not because I want to. Just because I'm more curious what's gonna happen. Just so you know too, Glarses, everyone here came to my Twitch chat while you were doing your stream asking me to resub, or sorry, to unsub to you. They said there was rhyme and reason to it, and I said, okay, let's get that done. So you can thank chat. Are you actually gonna get a play button though? Like another one? We'll have to cover up the Corby now. Okay. Oh shit, what key should I put here? Should I just put F13 there? Is that kind of awkward to put F13 there? I feel like it's kind of awkward. Ooh! A Salvin Artisan would be really nice. That's a good call. Okay, I need to tune... That stab really needs to be tuned up. I'll do that later. I didn't do any of the numpads. Totally forgot about the numpad area. My bad. A prime artisan spot? Thing is, what artisan? I'm thinking, yeah, maybe we do put the Salvin Artisan on this. For a little flare of color. I like the tea house. I like this for some reason. Okay, you know why I think I like this? Call me whatever you want. On special Leica camera bodies, on the top, they have the word Leica in a very nice cursive font. And I think this is giving me that same vibe on the silver. I'm a sucker for the chrome kind of look of that. So I think that's probably why I like it. So, most likely, I froze. Did I? I wanted to call you mine. Call you mine? Hey, yo. Let's go. He froze. Thanks for defending me, Evo. Okay, let's get an artisan for this guy. Okay, here we go. Little Salvin Artisan. Comes in this little mini pelican case. Pretty crazy. And this is actual Damascus. This is, oh shit, was this titanium or Damascus, I think he called it. It's like crystal Damascus. It's really pretty. They're super, like, these are stupid pricey though. But it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cap. Damascus, yeah. Crystallized titanium zirconium. Ooh. I really like the way this looks. This whole board looks pretty nice. Sorry, the camera will stop shaking here in a second. I did want to tune up this 0 key though. It was pretty rattly. Looks like the keyboard is made of jelly. Oh, because my camera is rattling. All right, let's take another quick look at some of the design features of this. So we have a 14mm front height. Let me say that again. 14 mil on the front with a 10-degree typing angle. 14 millimeters. Look how thin that is. Do I have like another board just off? I mean, I only have the Bauer, and the Bauer is not really a great example because. Okay, well, anyways, I don't have anything like I can reach for right now. 14 mil. 10 degree. Nice little curve over here. So it is, you know, your typical kind of box on a wedge, but it does get some nice catch of lighting with the weight being ever so slightly visible over there. I would say from like a more centered side profile, you can kind of see it. Does the bottom row bottom out on the case? It doesn't sound like it. And it's top mount too, so. The bottom of the keyboard has the nice little accent that's showing. You got the cute little weight. I would have preferred the internal weight design on the outside, but I don't mind this font choice here. I actually think that looks quite pretty. Some standard adhesive feet. You know, I do, again, if I'm gonna call out like little aspects of things, I don't know if it was possible just because how thin maybe the bottom of this case needed to be or whatever for its front height, but press-in feet are always a better solution than adhesive stuff. You have the back accent, which also acts as where the recessed USB-C port is, which can be flipped around, so you can technically get your USB-C port on this side if you want it to be that way. You just need to rearrange the daughter board, the internals. But pretty nice, pretty nice. And there's that front piece again. Look how stupid thin that is. Look at that. We'll kind of align it so the feet make more sense there. Like that's, the front height is so, I think that's like the, you know, this could be the full size. You know, actually, let's talk about the selling points then. Full size, insanely low front height. I have a feeling this is going to sound pretty nice too. Okay, thinner than my, okay, you know what, Tim, I'm going to talk to you later, and we're gonna get you started with some vitamin D or something, my guy. All right. I shouldn't have even said that because now he's gonna say that something sexual with the word D. All right, all right. All right, so let's see what this sounds like. Again, my side camera is a bit blue today just because it reset and I didn't have enough time to go through everything. So we have Corby switches done with 205, and I oiled the stock springs in these because I didn't mind the stock springs. And then we do have a 1.2 mil plate. We're using a variety of Durock and Wuche stabs for this. So we're using Durock for the spacebar though. And then this is a 1.2 mil PCB. And again, we're using the bikini plate. Little HJ test for you guys. That is so deep sounding. This is, okay, the sound doesn't even matter right now. I already feel how comfortable this is to type on. This is not long pull switches, no. I don't think Corby's are long pull. Who wanted to see the up arrow? The other 3 arrows I think are weaker, but the up arrow is pretty solid. Okay, I need to tune that stab a little bit better. So I think the typing experience, like the sound is super attractive. I don't want to deter away from the sound, but the typing experience, like, you almost don't even feel like this is 10 degrees. That is super, super, super nice. God damn. Did you put the screw under the spacebar? I did. You had to, because when I tapped on it originally, when we flipped it back and I screwed it all in, I heard the plate unfortunately bending and then hitting the top of the frame, so you need to put that screw in. It does, okay, so my one drawback about the spacebar, it does sound good. The spacebar unfortunately does feel very stiff, which I think is a byproduct of needing to put those screws underneath of it. So if that's something that you typically don't like I personally don't absolutely love like a super, super rock hard spacebar, because it does kind of fatigue my thumb out a little bit, but it's not terrible. I think where this might make a little bit more sense is perhaps something like a polycarb plate if they do offer that. But $450, just as Banana Man said, you know what? $450 for this, for all that you're getting here, which is 14mm front height, which I've never actually typed on, 10-degree angle, which I think is interesting, but that has to be your cup of tea. Pretty fun accents. You get the option to switch it back and forth over here between whichever way you want the USB-C. The weight, nice. It's pretty beefy in terms of weight. $450 for the brass version, and then it's something like $560 or something like that for the polished, or not the polished, the PVD version, or the white copper version they're calling it. I probably wouldn't go for that version. I think getting this in copper would be a little bit cuter. Again, I don't really care for shiny stuff myself, but not bad. The only thing I didn't do was install the indicator LEDs, which I suppose I should, but I feel like that would hurt my wrists after a while. That's something I can only tell after typing for a little bit, but and then the only other design challenge I'd say with this is that JST cable was a bit on the stiffer side. I did have to use some tape to kind of tame it, as it were, but that might be my only real complaint. But pretty nice looking keyboard, huh? How's the bounce? Man, there's none. I know this is a half plate. That's probably for the sound, but there's absolutely no movement with this. This is a pretty stiff keyboard. There is absolutely none. You can use tape to tame a lot of things. Huh? Yeah, $590, sorry, for the version with the polished white copper. $450 makes more sense to me. And you get essentially still a heavy keyboard that's made of, has the brass weight. $590 is if you want the premium, nicer looking one, I guess. But damn, though, I like this board. Dude, this turned out really good. Oh, let's zoom out a little bit. This turned out pretty darn good. I like this a lot. I cannot take my eyes off of that Artisan. It does look pretty nice. Any good coffees you've had? Not really. I haven't really been experimenting with coffees as of recent. More just been like drinking the ones I have and just been having dark roasts primarily. I did try a French roast from another brand recently. It was pretty good. Slidey ass desk pad. Always with the slidey desk pad. Alright though guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys were interested in this board, Key Spenceri has this. It's going to be first come first serve in stock, I guess. And there's only 30 units. I don't know if Kiwi meant 30 units of each or 30 units total. So yeah, we should be doing that, Avo. I think you have the nicer looking one after looking at all the Geek Actor pics of the ones with the brass weight instead of the shiny one. Really? You think this is the nicer one? I personally always thought like plain Jane brass was nicer. So, but don't forget about shipping on this too, guys. So, all right though, guys, that's pretty much it. There isn't many made. Oh, so it is total then. It's like 15 of each or something? That's crazy. So this is gonna be pretty limited. There's not gonna be many people with this board. All right though, guys, thank you again to Key Spenceri for sending this out. We will be streaming again tomorrow, and I'll be streaming again tonight with Tim. So let's go see if we can go raid someone really quickly. And I'm gonna go clean up a little bit and make some dinner. Oh. I don't know if anyone's on doing any keyboard related actions though, but we might just raid Mr. Aprise. Or actually, let's see. Is there anyone in Makers and Crafting building a keyboard? I don't see anybody. No? Let's go raid Aprise. Aprise is a good friend. Plays Apex. I like the guy. Oh, I need to flash this. That's right. I think Feather said I need to flash this keyboard. Alright guys, enjoy Aprise's stream. Take care everybody. Peace out, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye everybody. See ya later. Actually, yeah, and we'll be streaming another keyboard tomorrow anyways, so. See ya. Bye everybody, and love you very much.